हेलो दोस्तों, मैं हूं रवि राजपूत। आज बात करने वाला हूं आरईसी आजमगढ़ पास आउट मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग की मिस इल्हाम मलिक मैम एंड पीएचडी फ्रॉम आईआईटी बीएचयू। इल्हाम मलिक मैम के बारे में थोड़ा सा बता देता हूं कि बीटेक आरईसी आजमगढ़ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग इन हॉनर्स, गेट क्वालिफाइड 2018 और हाँ 2019 में मैम ने कैट क्वालिफाई किया, CAT कैट। IIM रोहतक, IIM संबलपुर एंड वन मोर IIM, तीनों IIM से ऑफ़र आए और इंटरव्यू भी क्वालिफाई किया और उसके बाद मैं एडमिशन के लिए ये गई भी, बट फ़ीस के कारण इन्होंने IIM छोड़ दिया। एक्चुअली क्या है कि फ़ीस आप सभी लोग जानते होंगे कि IIM की फ़ीस कितनी है, 25 लाख फ़ीस। इतनी फ़ीस आम आदमी से नहीं हो पाएगी एंड मिडिल क्लास फैमिली से भी नहीं हो पाएगी। मिडिल क्लास फैमिली तो छोड़ो, अच्छी फैमिली से भी 25 लाख फीस नहीं हो पाती है। कुछ स्टूडेंट के सपने इसी वजह से मर जाते हैं, बट मैम ने फिर भी हार नहीं मानी। बट मैम ने IIM छोड़ने के बाद भी फिर भी हार नहीं मानी, उसके बाद भी प्रयास किया। उसके बाद मैम को ABVSME ISM धनबाद एंड JNU से एडमिशन के लिए ऑफर आया फॉर MBA 2019. She received a call for an interview at Delhi School of Economics for MBA, but she could not appear. She finally took the admission for PhD in IIT BHU in 2019. तो चलिए फिर मैम से उनके एजुकेशन और कुछ मोटिवेशन सजेशन के रिगार्डिंग बात करने वाले हैं। तो चलिए फिर शुरू करते हैं इंटरव्यू। और हाँ, वीडियो देखने से पहले वीडियो को लाइक करें और चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें। तो चलिए फिर शुरू करते हैं। हाय मैम, हाउ आर यू?
Hello Ravi, I am fine. I hope you and family are also doing good.
आई एम फाइन। मैम, आप अपनी इंजीनियरिंग लाइफ के बारे में बताइए कि आपकी इंजीनियरिंग लाइफ कैसी रही। तो मैम, आप अपनी इंजीनियरिंग लाइफ के बारे में बताइए।
So, as we all know that BTech is a journey which is the most enjoyable and you remember it all of your lives. Everybody enjoys the BTech and also it's upon the perspectives and the aspirations of a person that how much he or she tries to get into it or the engineering course, how much he or she enjoys or what activities he will indulge in finally as he reaches the college. As far as I was concerned, actually I was a good student from my childhood, but I think my performance was a bit disturbed when I came to my 12th class and my confidence was shattered when I got only 83% and it was estimated that I will get around 95% by my teachers in the pre-board exams. So it was a little bit disappointing. Later on I took a drop of 1 year. Actually it was not a drop. I joined a BSc in a college in Jhansi, which is 90 kilometers from my place. I'm from a small town named Lalitpur. So I went there, I joined BSc and then I started preparing for my physics, chemistry, mathematics on my own actually, with a little bit of support of the local coachings. Then I gave my exams. I was pretty much sure that okay, I will get at least an NIT. But later on, as it was, I couldn't get even an NIT because I had low percentage in my 12th standard and not very high percentage in JEE mains. I gave advanced also, but as usual, I couldn't qualify because I didn't have that level of preparation. I'd never thought of ending up in UPSC, SEE, but later on I had to get satisfied with UPSEE. I went to Mathura for my UPSEE examination and then I actually slept for half an hour. It is hilarious, but I slept for half an hour because of lack of sleep the previous night. I went in a general coach actually and then I didn't get any reservation and the morning I reached, that same morning I had to give the examination. So finally I ended up in GEC. So then I reached the college and then I started studying hard to prove those people wrong who judged that I won't be able to pass even my first semester in BTech. They said, okay, you are a girl, you can't do BTech, you may not be qualifying it, or you may get failed, or you may not be successful. Then I started working hard. At the same time, that time our college was in Madan Mohan Malviya University, Gorakhpur. So we had a lot of clubs, editorial club and different kind of social engineering boards. So they conducted a lot of co-curriculars and the activities, various events. So I, at the same time, I used to study, and I never missed a chance to participate in any event, let it be any event. It was a great experience. I used to get good ranks, I used to compete, I used to enjoy those things, and I used to learn a lot from them. And also, I used to study. I never forgot my studies in my first year at least. Then finally, in my first semester, some people said to me that, okay, Ilham, please don't cry tomorrow. Tomorrow is the result for the first semester. Don't cry if you get a lesser percentage. I said to them, okay, why will I cry? I won't cry. Then the next day happened. I topped my branch. At least I know that I topped my branch. I don't know among the 3 branches, but I guess I got the highest percentage among the first yearites at that year in the first semester. Then it actually brought back the confidence which I needed in me. Then from the second year, actually it became a little bit tough for me. Maybe then I used to study a lot. That time also I was focused. Whenever I used to get any tension regarding my career, I didn't used to talk to anyone. I didn't used to say that, okay, I am worried. No, because nobody was gonna give me a solution. I used to eat healthy. I used to sleep. If I was stressed, I sleep more. And then I opened my books, I studied again. So actually, you never need to lose your focus. At least whatever happens in your life, even the personal life, it's not true that that I didn't have any personal traumas or any problems in my personal life in my BTech college. Whatever you have to your personal life, you have to balance your work and life. So I balanced it wherever I got the tension, but I made my focus on my studies. Then finally all the 3 years passed. It was a great experience. I reached my final year. In final year, I went to the Azamgarh for the first time. First time when I went there, I was very much worried about my future. But then then came the final year. In my final year, I was very much worried about my future because I was from a very normal college where the placement levels were not good, placement records were not good at all. We were a new college at a new location. We were worried that why would a company come there and hire us? What's so good enough that they will hire us? So this made us worried a lot because we are not a private college also, that there will be placements, they will call them the companies and they will come there on their request. We were a government college where most of the people are not concerned about the placements. Then finally I started preparing for the GATE examinations and the GATE examination and the ESE examination. Then the problem was that I got a team for my project, final year project, which I didn't want to work with and they were not supportive enough. Now such uncertain situations come in life many a times. So I handled it also. I did what I could and finally I made a great project on a paper cutting machine and finally I completed my BTech. So this was a life I enjoyed a lot. I made friendships a lot. I was hurt a lot. I was happy. I learned and I knew how to balance my work and life. And most of all, I learned that nothing is more than your career, because no one will come to ask you how are you or whatever it is truly unless and until you have a good career. So I understood that the main focus must be on the career on which your parents, your family has put so much resources and sacrifices. So enjoy, but never forget that your main goal is your studies and your career, whatever may be. Let it be singing, let it be dancing, let it be games, let it be some kind of sports, let it be some business. whatever activity you like, whatever career you like to pursue, you must focus on it. That must be your first priority. And also never miss any opportunity to enjoy your life. That's what I want to tell you.
मैम, इंजीनियरिंग में स्टडी करने की स्ट्रेटेजी बताइए कि हम किसी भी एग्ज़ाम को कैसे क्वालिफाई करें, कैसे टाइम टेबल और कैसे हम कोई भी एग्ज़ाम हो रिलेटेड टू जॉब, कोई भी या फिर सेमेस्टर एग्ज़ाम, कोई भी एग्ज़ाम हो, उसको कैसे अच्छे मार्क्स के साथ स्कोर किया जाए। तो चाहे गेट एग्ज़ाम हो या सेमेस्टर एग्ज़ाम हो या फिर कोई अदर जॉब एग्ज़ाम हो, तो हम कैसे उसको अच्छे मार्क्स के साथ स्कोर करें। तो मैम आप इसके बारे में ज़रूर बताइए।
So, any strategy for a competitive exam depends upon your focus. Which examination are you targeting? I think any examination you are targeting, you must start preparing for it in the second year itself. So, start preparing with the help of an online coaching, because you can't do the live coaching as you have to attend the classes in college, and any of the written materials, you have to go through them within your 3 years. You have an ample amount of time. So you must fix a certain amount of time each day, and you have to study those things, and you have to be focused on your preparation. At the same time, never forget to strike a balance between your work and life. Never neglect your personal relations, never neglect yourself, and at the same time, never neglect your career. And also, you have to maintain your percentage of BTech while you are preparing for a competitive exam. Sometimes I hear that some people say, okay ma'am, I didn't get to prepare for my examination because I was preparing for a competitive examination. Actually, this is a lame excuse. If you are preparing especially for an engineering examination well enough, then you have to gain a great percentage in BTech also, and it's very easy for you. This shows that how much you are prepared actually. So you must focus on both, because at many places, many exams, many competitive exams ask you how much percentage you have, many jobs ask you how much percentage you have. So please don't lose that opportunity, and keep on preparing from your second year itself, and give any examination as soon as you can, and try to qualify it, remaining focused. And also always stay happy, always indulge in the recreational activities that give you happiness. So if you will be happy, then your mind will work better, your creativity will be better, and you will be performing well. There are great chances that you will be performing well in the competitive examinations too. So stay happy, stay focused, maintain a good diet, maintain a good sleep regime, and most of all, maintain healthy personal relations. Don't get into any relation or any kind of friendship or any kind of a thing that gives you stress. Distance yourself from anything that's hindering your career as soon as you can. So, the main focus must be your happiness and your career, with all the possible tools that you can have as your impedimenta to qualify the competitive examinations very well.
मैम इंटर्नशिप के बारे में बताइए, क्योंकि काफ़ी स्टूडेंट का क्वेश्चन होता है कि हम इंटर्नशिप कहाँ से करें, कैसे करें, हमें कोई अच्छी कंपनी नहीं मिल पा रही है, कहीं कोई अच्छी इंडस्ट्री नहीं मिल पा रही है। तो मैम आप इंटर्नशिप के बारे में बताइए कि कहाँ से और कैसे अच्छी इंटर्नशिप करें, क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन काफ़ी स्टूडेंट के माइंड में आता है कि हम इंटर्नशिप कैसे और कहाँ से करें।
So, next question is about the internship. Internship also depends upon the career focus you have after your final years. Your plans that you are going to pursue a particular kind of career after BTech. In case you have to go for an engineering examination or some engineering career, then you have to focus more on your internship in your second or third year. In both years, you have a great opportunity to do internships. In case you are preparing for a government exam of another kind of a job, like not an engineering job, then your focus can be a little less. You can be going for the training in your third year only, and not in your second year itself, and that too from a place where you are not much stressed or you have not to work very much hard. If you are going to do a job for a firm that is a non-engineering firm. So in case you are preparing for an engineering firm, then you must go for all the relevant internships, like in our mechanical engineering, it was that time CAD and many other softwares, CATIA, etc. So people used to do the course separately for them, and also they have to do the training, official training in some company. So I prefer any company, let it be private or let it be a PSU, any company from where you have more chances to learn. So in case you think that you can learn in a private firm, then you go and do internship from there. In case you think that okay, you have good connections in a PSU, then you have to just pursue your internship from there. And also in the government ones, you must try to ask the personnels over there, the engineers over there, how the things are functioning, because most of the time in PSUs we observe that they don't tell you how the things are working unless and until you ask for. So if you want to get trained, you have to stress more over there, you have to ask for the training properly as you get admitted over there. So it's all about your truthfulness to yourself, it's all about your focus, it's all about your dedication. So be dedicated towards your training if you are going for an engineering examination, and try to learn more and more from internship. Let it be any place you are doing the internship, wherever you are, learn the maximum that you can for an internship. I did my internship in second year in railways from Gorakhpur.
मैम, आप IIT BHU से PhD कर रही हैं, तो आप वहाँ का एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कीजिए कि आपका वहाँ का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा और आप वहाँ तक कैसे गई, इसका फुल प्रोसेस, मतलब बीटेक के बाद में आपने वहाँ के लिए कैसे अप्लाई किया, इसका फुल प्रोसेस भी बताइए, क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन काफ़ी अच्छा क्वेश्चन है कि बीटेक के बाद हम IIT से PhD या फिर MTech काफ़ी क्वेश्चन होते हैं, तो ये भी वही क्वेश्चन है कि कैसे PhD किया जाए। तो मैम आप इसको फुल प्रोसेस के साथ बताइए।
So it is always said that good teachers always propel you in the right direction. IIT BHU was not my plan, it just happened. I was preparing for another government exam. It was a non-engineering government examination in Delhi itself for 1 year before getting admitted to BHU or planning to go there. And meanwhile, I was studying reasoning and all that aptitude kind of subjects. So I gave CAT in a random manner and I scored well. I got 2 IIMs. IIM Udaipur, IIM Rohtak and IIM Sambalpur. Actually I got 3 IIMs. And also I gave interview for JNU MBA. In JNU there is ABB SME for MBA. That is a separate department for MBA. So I got admitted there too after the interview and CAT score. And I got a call from Delhi University also in their department of economics for my MBA. It is called Delhi School of Economics. I got a call from there, but at that time I had to go for my interview in Varanasi, so I couldn't give that interview for DU for MBA. I thought that okay, I'll get admitted in MBA and then I'll keep preparing later on for whatever exam I will. Finally, a good teacher gave me a suggestion that okay, you apply sideways for IIT BHU also, because it's already 1.5 years you are passed out from your college and you are just preparing, and preparing may or maybe not give the sure shot results. So you just try once. So because he said, I got motivated and I went to the institute. I applied my GATE score of 2018 and because it is valid for 3 years, and then surprisingly I qualified in my written examination. There was a written examination. After the GATE score, they shortlisted me in IIT BHU, and then there was a written examination. Then in the written examination, I got rank 1 among all the BTech candidates who applied. BTech or MTech candidates, all the engineering category candidates who applied, I got the first rank in the written. After that, in interview, I answered most of the questions, all the questions except one from the teacher. And he was my guide itself, my current guide, so I couldn't answer his question that time, but I asked for sorry. and finally I got admitted to IIT BHU. Then out of the economic constraints, because I was thinking that okay, I have spent a lot of money from my parents, now if I'll join MBA then I have to spend more, and after that also I have to join some corporate or any kind of company, and I was not interested at all. So as I said, I was not interested in the private jobs. So I thought that okay, now PhD is a good option. You will at least get into the professorship or that kind of a thing, and actually teaching is also one of my interests, surprisingly, that too. So I was happy for it. So BHU happened out of the blue. I had no plan for it. I was planning for MBA or any other government examination, but finally I left all my selections in IIMs, JNU, DU, etc. just for the security and the kind of career I wanted there. That's why I went to IIT BHU. So all the prospective candidates can also apply in IIT BHU by or any other IIT through their GATE rank and then GATE score, which is valid for 3 years, and then you can give a written examination if you are shortlisted, and then you will have an interview, and if you qualify, you will be congratulated for it because you will be admitted to that IIT.
मैम, कुछ स्टूडेंट डिप्रेशन में चले जाते हैं, डिप्रेस्ड हो जाते हैं, तो हम इस डिप्रेशन को कैसे दूर करें जिससे वो अपने कॉलेज एग्ज़ाम की वजह से, जॉब की वजह से काफ़ी प्रॉब्लम होती है उनको, तो वो इसकी वजह से डिप्रेशन में चले जाते हैं, तो हम कैसे उनके डिप्रेशन को दूर करें? तो मैम आप इसके बारे में बताइए कि डिप्रेशन को कैसे दूर करें?
Depression is a thing that most of us as human beings go through once or twice or many a times in our lives, many phases of our lives, in many phases we go through it. So it is the thing which you have to fight with. You have to deal with it very intelligently. For it, most important thing is the self-love. Never forget to love yourself. What I did, I was an excellent student all around my BTech, and I didn't get a very nice rank in my GATE examination of 2018 because of some physical ailments etc. in my preparation phase. And after seeing my GATE score, I was shattered. I didn't want to prepare more. I shifted my focus from there because failure was very bad thing to me. Then I shifted my focus. I went for some non-engineering things. I started preparing for that. That time I was surprisingly, I didn't have a good body image for myself. I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel intelligent. I didn't feel successful, and I mostly felt useless kind of a thing. Then in that phase I knew that okay, I have to make my career whatever happens. I never stopped loving myself internally. I always reassured me, okay, I love myself, I am beautiful, I am intelligent, I am purposeful. So remind yourself that you are purposeful, you are made for something good. At each step of your life, whenever you feel like you are depressed, you write the quotes on your walls. Okay, I am useful, I am very intelligent, I am this, I am good. What if I failed once? It's okay, I'll cross the examination next time or maybe next time. So the only thing you can do is to prepare well and not to get depressed. And whenever you feel depressed, instead of indulging in some bad activities like drinking, smoking or whatever, if you feel bad, it's good for you, then it's good. If you feel it is bad, then it's bad. So if you don't want to get indulged in all those smoking, drinking or any kind of aggression or the suicidal activities, then you just have a good sleep, you maintain a healthy diet, you focus on your studies, and try to get out of that preparation phase as soon as possible. Try to get any job you want, any job you can as soon as possible, so that it reassures you of your worth. At least get an admission at some good institute, so that you can reassure, okay, I am purposeful, I am intelligent, and one or the other day I will cross an examination and I am independent. I am not taking any support from my parents. That's important for you. So stay happy.
मैम, कोविड-19 कोरोना वायरस पर कुछ टिप्स जिससे लोगों को कुछ फ़ायदा हो, क्योंकि कोरोना वायरस पर लोगों का माइंड ब्लॉक है, कुछ कर नहीं सकते, जॉब के रिगार्डिंग काफ़ी प्रॉब्लम है, तो मैम आप इसके बारे में कुछ टिप्स ज़रूर दीजिए कोरोना वायरस के ऊपर।
So, as we see that COVID-19 is spread a lot to a great extent in our nation right now. Many people are dying out of it. Many are saved because they have a good immunity. So, everybody can't be that much lucky that you are saved, you don't have any ailment, you are very well with COVID-19. So, try to prevent it. If you are at your home, don't go out and meet your friends. Don't go to the marketplace every evening. As much as you can, prevent your movement from your home to any other place out of your home. Stay in your home as much as you can. Being at your home, focus on the productive things like whatever you like, whichever activity you like recreational activities, like cooking, like sports, any kind of sports in your home. If you have a garden, whatever it is, so you can play, or indoor games, you can play them. You read the news articles, you can read the novels, you can continue with your academic works, you can keep on studying for a competitive examination, but please don't go out. Maintain and also we are seeing that as we are staying in our homes, we are not getting very harmonious relationships with our family members because we have lost the habit to be with them for a long time in a day. So try to avoid any kind of hot talks or arguments at your home. Maintain a healthy atmosphere at your home. Cook a very healthy food, healthy meals. Eat on time, sleep on time. Take the preventive medications if you trust them, like arsenicum album is a homeopathic medicine which I am taking. Like you have to take 5 drops in 3 days. I don't know if it works, but it gives me some psychological satisfaction. And if you are religious, you can pray to God also in a time of a day, so that you can get the divine reassurance that okay, you will be fine, and keep on doing your work. Other things you leave in the hands of God. You keep on doing your job, your studies, your right schedule, your good behavior to your parents, your family members, and to the society. Help those who are needy in your society, because many people are losing job. As much as you can, you help the society also, you help yourself also, you help the family also. And never forget that charity begins at home. Stay safe and take care. So GECians, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel by Ravi. He brings you a lot of interesting content, and besides, I think he's the first one who has taken this initiative of taking the interviews. May he go to the great milestones, may he achieve all what he wants, and you please support him in his initiative. So please subscribe his channel and like this video if you think that it was productive. Thank you.
तो मैम आपने अपना कॉस्टली टाइम दिया, उसके लिए थैंक यू सो मच मैम। और हाँ, वीडियो सब्सक्राइब के लिए बोल दीजिए मैम कि वीडियो को लाइक करें, शेयर करें और चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें। और हाँ, ये इंटरव्यू एक मोटिवेशन होता है, काफ़ी अच्छा मोटिवेशन होता है, जिससे स्टूडेंट इसको फॉलो करके अपनी लाइफ को बेटर बना सकते हैं। तो इस वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करें।
So GECians, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel by Ravi. He brings you a lot of interesting content, and besides, I think he's the first one who has taken this initiative of taking the interviews. May he go to the great milestones, may he achieve all what he wants, and you please support him in his initiative. So please subscribe his channel and like this video if you think that it was productive. Thank you.